Yo, what's good? It's your boy J-Soul, and this is the SPB recap, man. We're going to be going over the fights that happened at SPB02, the sequel. Card was fire from bottom to top, top to bottom, whatever way you want to see it, man. Amazing card. Congratulations to all the fighters that participated in that card. You guys put it on the show, and the card's only getting better for SPB. So we're also going to be expanding. We got some more things in the works, so definitely everybody at home, stay tuned, because our production level is going to just keep on rising, and we just have so much more to give. But without further ado, let's get into the first fight. We had Chimmy Ree versus Tash. Chimmy Ree coming in as Floyd Patterson, Tash coming in as Deontay Wilder. Great fight from both fighters, man. We really enjoyed this fight. Heavyweight bout, the Bronze Bomber coming in against Cus D'Amato's first fighter. He was teaching the peekaboo style that he taught Mike Tyson. So really good work from both fighters. Their emulations were on point, man. It was a tough fight, of course, going against the Bronze Bomber, man, with that power, but Chimmy was doing really well. He was actually up on the cards on this fight, so they showcased a lot of good work, man. It was really intense. As you can see, Deontay Wilder landing those power punches against Floyd Patterson. It was hard for Floyd Patterson to get out of there. Deontay Wilder got some knockdowns, but Floyd Patterson answering back and getting some knockdowns in the fight as well. But just really intense in the later rounds from both these fighters. It was a good match all the way through, man. Tosh ended up getting the win via knockout against Chimmy. He was the first to get that the four round knockdown. So really good work, man. Shout out to both of you guys for starting off the card and it being an amazing fight. Next, we had Chill Lone Wolf Cosby versus Hef. This was definitely fight of the night. Amazing performance from Hef. Hef had like the performance of the night with his Emmanuel Augustus. It was just crazy work from Hef. He was doing such a good job with Emmanuel Augustus. Everybody who was watching the fight knew we were watching something special with Hef's Emmanuel Augustus. Chill Lone Wolf Cosby, Teofimo, I've actually seen him perform a lot better with Teofimo. I feel like he just couldn't get off that night. I feel like he was staying stuck in the middle of the ring, letting Hef get his punches off and dictate the pace, and definitely using his maneuvers. As you can see there, Emmanuel Augustus using that drunken master style, maneuvering across the ring. Hef was being successful and actually landed a few Superman punches that were pretty crazy in the fight. He had some crazy knockdowns as well, but I just feel like, we thought we definitely wanted to see more from Teofimo, but Hef was just putting on an amazing performance. It doesn't take away anything from Hef's performance. He was doing what he had to do, and maybe that's what stunned Chill Lone Wolf Cosby, for him to not perform the way he usually does. But it was a great fight nonetheless. It earned fight of the night. Teofimo actually started landing some knockdowns in the later rounds against Hef, but Hef was coming in and landing his combinations, landed some crazy knockdowns as well, but Theo definitely pacing himself when he had Emmanuel Augustus hurt, just trying to get those knockdowns, and it was good work. But Big Hef was in no pushover. He was coming back. He was landing those punches, looking for those knockdowns, man, and just was really catching them, man. So good work from both fighters. We appreciate the performances, and actually Teofimo, it was a bit of controversy at the end of this fight, as Teofimo got the last knockdown, but he was actually over on his power punches. Chill Lone Wolf Cosby went over on his power punches, and unfortunately, that's what lost him the fight. And Hef ended up getting the win and had a great emulation and simulation performance. So shout out to you guys, man. Big wins. Next up, we have Zeno versus Mighty Mo. Zeno coming in as Joe Frazier. Mighty Mo coming in as Vitaly Klitschko. This was also a banger of a match. I'm telling you, all the fights, and I'm not tooting our horn here, all the fights on this card were top notch, man. Joe Frazier trying to come in, close that distance, find that left hook, but Mighty Mo was doing well, utilizing that jab in the early rounds, keeping that distance. Vitaly has that chin, so he was able to withstand the majority of Frazier's left hooks. But yeah, Mighty Mo utilizing that jab and straight from Vitali, keeping Zeno at a distance and making it hard for him to find that left hook in later rounds. But Mighty Mo got the best of him, and this match ended up in a knockdown where Mighty Mo got the final knockdown against Zeno. But it was a great fight, great war between these two heavyweights. You know, congrats to Mighty Mo on that victory. So good bout, really, really good bout. Now we go on to the co-main event of the evening, which is Gemini versus Aztec. This was an amazing fight. Gemini coming in as Ryan Garcia, Aztec coming in as Arturo Gatti. Man, I'm telling you, the performances were A1 here. You know, both emulating and simulating at peak. So we really appreciated this fight as well, man. So yeah, Ryan Garcia, Arturo Gatti. Of course, when you hear both of those names, man, you already know it's gonna be a war. Ryan Garcia has that power left hook, that speed. Arturo Gatti has that heart, so there's no giving up in him, you know. And both fighters showcased their skill set within that ring. Just amazing performances from both, man. I really enjoyed Aztec's Arturo Gatti here. It was looking amazing. Gemini, great work with Ryan Garcia. Ended up getting that final knockdown against Arturo Gatti. Aztec actually was emulating and simulating the 8 count, so he would wait until he'd get up, which was kind of dangerous territory for me, but he was doing so well, man. It was so good. But you know, Gemini was finding him. That speed and power from Ryan Garcia ended up being an issue, and he ultimately got his guy out of there, and it was just some great work, man. So congrats to Gemini. Really good work on that co-main event. Amazing. So now we're heading off into the main event of the evening. So the main event, which was League versus Almighty LP. This was actually their rematch. They actually had this was off of a card fight. It was a ranked fight, and League ended up winning that first fight against Almighty LP with Daniel Jacobs. Almighty LP coming in as David Benavidez. So you already know this was a tough fight, but both fighters having power in those hands, man. So seeing the performances as well, I think in the first fight LP was a lot more come forward. I think this fight he was a little more cautious, even dealing with a Daniel Jacobs. You would think Daniel Jacobs would be the one, but still providing that forward pressure, just wasn't exchanging as much until the later rounds, and it was just a really good fight. This was actually the only fight on the card that went to the cards. So, and it was a very controversial ending because we felt like it literally came down to like the final 2 punches or the final 30 seconds of the 10th round. This fight was razor thin, a razor thin fight, and you know, there was an exchange at the end of the 10th round where there was power punches thrown from David Benavidez that we felt possibly could have gotten him that win. It was just a crazy match. The judges seen it that way as well. They gave Benavidez by unanimous decision, but he only won by 1 round. It was a very close fight, but very entertaining and good work from both guys, you know, emulating and really those are the power punches I was talking about. Those last power punches in those 10 seconds, it was just crazy. I'm like, yo, like that probably could have stole the fight for him, but it was crazy event. SPB02 was an amazing card from top to bottom. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely check out our YouTube, man. Look at the card. You don't have to watch all the fights all at once, but definitely watch the fights. SPB03 will be happening at the end of June. We have 2 spotlight fights, which are smaller cards that will be happening in between June. So definitely look out for that. We have June 4th for our first one and June 18th for our second spotlight card. June 5th will be our draft, so stay tuned for the draft, fellas. It's gonna be a great month. Month of June is going to be crazy. We got some more things in the work as well, but appreciate you guys. You already know who it is, your boy J Soul. Shout out to SPB, Sim Premier Boxing. Let's get the dubs.